getting ready with the fire extinguisher, the first thing they need to do is elevate the gun, which involves removing that block from the back of it, allowing it to sort of level out. And that's the way they change the aiming up and down. The next thing to do is to clear the vent, and this is the process of taking off the vent cover at the back. That's what those ropes are tying on, and tying a cover on top of the little hole where the small fuse is going to be placed in order to fire the gun. And then they also have to clear the vent using the priming iron to make sure that if there's any debris that's made its way into the back of the gun, it's dislodged there.
Search the gun!
The next thing is to search the gun. So this is basically like clearing the vent, but it's for the entire gun. They use the wad hook, which is that long tool with the metal curl on the end, and they twist it down the barrel of the gun in order to catch anything, any little rocks or bird's nests or something like that that's made their way in there since the last time we fired the gun. And I'll let everybody know the gun is not going to go off without warning, so nobody needs to be worried. You'll have a 30-second notice when they receive the command to hook up, which means to get ready to fire the gun, and I'll tell you so you'll know when there's 30 seconds. Everybody who works here is going to be wearing earplugs because we hear this all the time, so we're protecting our hearing over time. You're not going to be in any danger from hearing it today, but it is going to be pretty loud, so just make your choice whether you want to take a picture or plug your ears. This is the load command. They're loading the charge into the front of the gun. This is a muzzle loading gun, so everything goes in the front. The charge is carried it up in that leather bucket, putting it into the mouth of the gun, and then the next thing to do will be to ram the charge to the back using the rammer, which is that long tool that they've inserted into the mouth of the gun. They're going to carefully push the charge to the back of the gun while the number 4 at the back of the gun puts his thumb over the vent. So that is done. If we'd fired this a bunch of times, there might be embers still in the barrel of the gun from the previous firing. And so covering the vent makes sure that air can't circulate and let those breathe while you put a new charge in. So even though we haven't just fired this, it's part of the procedure to thumb the vent. Oh yeah.
The two are they officers? They're the ones in the uniforms there. They must be higher ranking officers?
Yes. So that's our regimental sergeant major and our ensign. Yes. So that's the command to run up the gun. If we were going to fire a ball out of this, there would be recoil. So we'd run it up to allow it to roll back. It's not going to roll anywhere because we're just firing blank. So after you see them, run it back. On the ready command, the gunner on the other side there is going to take that quill out of his little pouch. He's carrying a pouch with those short fuses in it. He has a couple of them, and he puts it into the vent very carefully. And then he's picked up the lid stock, which is the long fuse that's going to be used to actually set off the gun. So he's going to blow on an ember on the end of that fuse for a couple of minutes, and then when the time comes to set off the gun, he'll touch that little ember to the quill and set off the gun. I'll just take this moment to say that once the gun goes off, that'll be the end of the tour I brought up here. So for everyone who came up with the tour, thank you very much for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're looking for other things to check out this afternoon, we have all of our historic rooms open. So any door that's open, you're welcome to go in and explore what's in there. And then we also have some indoor museum exhibits. We have our Fortress Halifax exhibit just across the way here under that big red sign. That's an indoor museum that will take you through the history of Halifax. Starting with before the British arrived, starting with the Mi'kmaq, and it'll take you up to the present day and tell you a little bit about the other citadels that were up here before this one. But whatever you find to do, I hope you enjoy your afternoon. Thank you very much for coming, and enjoy the noon gun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. think they can't stop what they're doing, right?
How hot are you?
No.
How warm? I'm a little cozy. Yeah.
And what tartan is that?
Sorry?
The tartan.
It's the Mackenzie tartan. So that's the family that founded the regiment. That's the 30 seconds command. In 30 seconds, the gun will go off.
Good.
Sorry? It's going to go off in about 15 seconds. Now he'll touch the long fuse to the short fuse. So they just need to run the gun back and put everything back the way it was. And then I'll be able to take the rope away when I get the word. And once the rope comes away, you're welcome to walk through, take pictures of them, ask them questions if you have questions.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
Cool.
How long do you serve? Are you serving?
No, we're all interpreters, so we're not actually soldiers up here.
Employees?
Yeah, we're employees. Yeah.
And how long do you do this?
Well, we're open with staff from May to October, so for a lot of us, it's like a seasonal summer job. A lot of us are students, so yeah.
Good.
You say that sometimes they don't shoot it. Is that of today, or was there any significance that they wouldn't?
Well, like on Christmas, people don't want to come in.
Okay, so it's just not anything. It's just because of today, not before.
I wasn't able to hear what the woman was saying
yes.
before.
Yeah, of course. I'm just gonna keep listening to them when they tell me to take this away. She's our honorary colonel, so she used to be the lieutenant governor of Nova Scotia, and she comes up here to visit us sometimes and talk to us.
And these are all bad.
Yeah, those are all her honors. I'm not familiar with each one, but yeah.
That's an elected position.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not entirely certain.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. So they're going to have their photo up, and then I'm gonna take the rope away.
Thank you.